What is up, good world, good earth, good human beings of the planet? I am Mikey from Immortals Inc., and I have my two best amigos here, Mr. RJ and Mr. Bobby himself. What's up?
What's up?
How you doing, Mikey?
You know, we're here. We're here on this planet. I don't know how to feel besides that. And with that being said, we have some Lorcana news. Ravensburger has been doing stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And that's all I'm going to say for now. I'll let you guys take it away. What have they been doing? What's new?
You want to start?
Well, they seem to have shown us what the colors are and what the colors mean. Well, sort of mean. They gave us names for the colors. So you got your red, blues, yellows, purples, gray, and that's ruby, amethyst, steel, sapphire, amber.
Yep.
And I think I'm forgetting
Emerald.
someone.
Yeah,
Emerald, right? Green.
Mhm.
So
That's been like a pretty eye opener too, because that lets us know like what to expect. That these are inks and how, again, because they're luminaries and essentially it's kind of like you're like a page master or something like that. So that's been pretty cool.
yeah, I was reading up. It says something about like it's a storybook. So the Illuminary is a storybook in a way, which makes sense with Disney and their whole. They like to tell stories. So
Yeah, do we know how those inks are going to play in a deck yet? Like, do we know, are they structured off one ink? Are they structured off...
so far, what I've seen is that it looks like 2 inks per deck. So that's what they're limiting it to now. There's you don't have to stick with just one. You can do 2. So, but nothing more than that.
Which I think is still enough because we're gonna see a lot of good color combinations of different characters doing different things. So not every deck is gonna do the exact same thing. So that's been pretty cool.
Yeah, I remember we mentioned they might do dual inks. Were they considering that, or do we know anything about that, or no? I feel like that's definitely a possibility.
Yeah.
I feel like it'd be a great possibility for them, especially if they're gonna limit to 2 inks. Then they can just expand their horizons, and you can play off two different inks.
And I think that's a good point to make, because people really don't get the hype around this. Like, I think they're underestimating this, like, because Disney's dropped the card game previously, but it wasn't really what we're seeing now. This is Ravensburger Publishing mixed with Disney. They got the licensing for it, which is huge. Nobody's really done that, but they haven't really executed on that. How do you guys feel about people downplaying this?
I really don't think you should. I mean, I think I've read some comments out there. People are like, yeah, look, the artwork looks great. And then you always got your Disney people that are going to love anything Disney does. So I think that's a definite possibility. What about you, Bobby?
100%. Especially as the numbers kind of speak to themselves when we see how high a lot of the cards from the expo are still up there.
Yeah.
And it's, again, we're going to still see like a good number of stuff like from these products that are coming out, which we are going to talk about today. The fact that they're releasing a whole booster box, like treasure trove box, that's gonna have altered arts, full arts, even all holographic cards. So that looks pretty cool. Yeah,
Yeah, I love that.
yeah. We're getting some type of treasure trove box, a booster box, obviously, 2 or 3 different starter decks, and I believe we're also getting it's kind of like an oversized card. And that one actually has Hades, and it actually shows Mulan.
I wasn't sure what the oversized cards were. I knew that there were oversized cards, and that just proves that there are going to be some people who are going to want this for the artwork. So those oversized cards, you're not going to be able to play much with that. That's not going to be able to fit in your deck, but it's going to make them great mantelpiece or
same as like Pokemon with those big cards they have, like the boxes we have in store up there, like those little medium-sized cards in the promo. People just dig those. I don't understand, but I when it comes to Disney, I just think that's going to be the big deal breaker. It's Disney. I mean, what are you doing? I mean, what would you say is the big difference between them dropping Villainous and them releasing Lorcana?
Ooh, that's a good question.
What is the big deal breaker?
Well, I think it's because that it's a trading card game. So we're going to constantly get new sets, every quarter. And it's not, compared to Disney's Villainous, it's a board game technically. And we're going to have a chance to see other artists get their take on, basically a way to change the game. So it's not going to be one way to play. Because in any game, there's a meta. And there is also, a casual audience, etc. Things like to that nature. So eventually over time, we're going to have a chance to see people sticking to a certain gameplay for a while, and then when another set comes out, that's going to change how we play, both competitively and casually, because people are going to okay, I like how this card plays compared to the colors that I have. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does make sense.
Makes perfect sense to me, Bobby.
Right. And compared to Disney's Villains, you only have one set of your one game plan, really, of how you're going to play the game.
Yeah, so it's like a game, you know what you're getting into. This is like an open world role playing game type of feel, because you have unlimited options. You play with friends, you do this. Villainous is more so like you know what you're getting into.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So that's a good point. It is a good point.
Yeah.
And next episode we're going to be talking about speculation, just what we possibly think. But this episode we wanted to dig more so into what we know and also what we have heard. And what do we know? We know that it comes out this fall, right?
It does.
This fall.
We actually have dates too.
What date?
August 18th. Local game stores get the first wave.
What? Yeah, you know what?
First wave.
I forgot about this. So that's big. Repeat that again.
Okay, August 18th. Local game stores get the first wave first before any other, major retailer, which is huge. So that shows some love for, your LGS.
Not
Immortals Inc.
Walmart, not
Yeah.
Dick's Sporting Goods,
Yeah.
not Giant Eagle.
Immortals Inc.
Immortals Inc.
Immortals Inc.
Head down. When you guys taking pre-orders?
Honestly, as early as possible. I've been trying to talk to Carlos about figuring out how we can get it as earliest as possible. And I think us doing this, Lorcana, Ravensburger, if you're watching, we would love to have it as early as possible to show the culture what we're about, what you're about, and how we could possibly extend the notion of this beautiful card game.
I think we just need to start spamming Disney on Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, everywhere. Just let them know that we're talking about this.
Yeah.
And we're trying to push for this.
At them down below. If you're watching this and you want to comment, just spam Disney in the comments. That's all you got to do. Besides that, though, what is new? Do we know anything else?
I think we do. As a matter of fact, they do know. They actually also announced where they're going to be publishing the games and who's going to be getting it. So at launch, it's going to be available in U.S., Canada, the UK, France, Germany, Switzerland, Austria, Belgium, and the Netherlands, and I believe Luxembourg. There's also going to be a different variety of, because those countries, they're going to have a chance to release different languages too. So that's also pretty good. And September 1st is when the major local retailers are going to get those cards too. Which, again, we get it first, so that's fantastic.
Literally
That's
rub it in
huge.
Target's face.
Oh yeah,
That's huge. August 18th
Sorry, Target.
between September 1st. So
that's a big
you
gap.
come to your local game store and you're getting what, like quite a few days.
You're cracking
You're
boxes.
getting almost half a month
Yep.
Yeah.
ahead of everybody else on your first editions.
And, that's basically what we're going to tell you right now is that, you should get on it. We will be here to supply all the needs, facts, comments, concerns you have. And if you do have any comments, feel free to leave it below. Bobby and RJ will answer it. I'll answer it. I appreciate you two for coming on for this episode. Next episode, what are we getting into?
I think we're getting into. Sorry, voice crack.
Mine too.
Say it again.
Grown man business.
Yeah. I think we're gonna start getting into speculation because we're getting basically every other week different cards that are coming out. So it's kind of nice to see what's gonna be in that first box. But we have our own opinions and our own, options of things that we think are gonna be in this box. So that's gonna be kind of fun.
Yeah, we have our theories, and we're going to supply you with those. But that's all we have for today. And once again, thank you guys for coming in here. And peace out, everybody.